Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Friday morning. Adjusting my sound levels here. It is a little bit past 11 a.m., and that could only mean that it's time for some Buffooncraft SMP. Before I get too heavily into Buffooncraft and log on to the Buffooncraft SMP Season V server, I'd just like to remind everybody that we have recently started the Buffooncraft community server, in which select viewers were whitelisted for VIP access to our community server, and we now have a community server on which we can play with those viewers. And those of you who are live in chat right now, we are on an ad break, which I thought we just did. But those of you watching the VOD afterwards, of course, no ad break for you. I usually like to monitor the stream on my phone here, so I can see what you guys are seeing. Just helps with troubleshooting. There's Cheska. Jeannie, how are you? I'm free of ads. Mwahahaha. Thanks, Arama. My channel. Right, and there we go. Jeannie was very quiet on the community server this morning. It's not a complaint, Jeannie, I'm just saying. Of course, I also was like focused. Oh, I've been here since you said you were setting up. I just couldn't tab over quick enough when you said you were live. Oh, it's cool, relax. So yes, Buffooncraft community server. So there's the link to join the community server if you haven't, the Discord if you haven't already. And there's the mighty PC and coffee. So yeah, Buffooncraft community server. So we've been playing on that. I've been spending a lot of time on there, and but now it's Friday, and so far the plan seems to be I'm going to alternate back and forth on Fridays between the Season 5 server and the community server. So last week I streamed the community server. This Friday, today, I will stream the Season 5 server because we have unfinished business on the Season 5 server. Jeannie saying, I did solo with Skulls followed by Wither today. Yes, I saw you got the achievement for that. Stage stood behind me while I killed a Wither, just in case. But I did it solo. Ooh, welcome to the big leagues. PC and Coffee, super cool to see you. I reached out to PC and Coffee last night in the wee hours, I think it was. And so I need a USB extension card for my PC. And, whenever I have questions about things like that, I ask PC and Coffee. You guys can see the auto shoutouts for both PC and for Cheska's Genie on there. Please go check each of them out. You'll not be disappointed. And there's the mighty Nebula, Princess Nebula, fellow buffoon, moderator of the stream. And PC says he'll have a build coming up soon. So PC streams mostly Call of Duty, but most of his Call of Duty streams are actually just testing grounds for the performance of the custom PCs that he is well known for building. So he usually posts those PC pics on his Instagram and stuff. So please go check him out. Super cool builds. In fact, for Christmas, PC gave me my own Thunderhand Funko, which is super cute. That is super cool. Of course, because PC and Coffee and his family are super cool folks. We know each other in real life. I've probably explained to you guys before that his wife and my wife are co-workers, and so the families know each other, so occasionally we get together and stuff. And we were lucky enough to be able to get together this Christmas. So a lot of fun. Those guys are super cool. And we both are local to JMO the Schmo, too. So, and his son. So, without further ado, let's log into Buffooncraft. Display scene. There we go. Likewise, we're lucky to meet you guys. Alrighty. Eh? Oh, wait. This is Generations in my bee farm. Wrong server. So now I'm on 3 Minecraft servers. God help me. Yeah, see, that's Generations. That was Wednesday's stream. Buffooncraft Season 5. Okay, here we are. Oof! Okay, back to my work. Yes, PC is usually logging on during work, so. You, sir, please, the work lurk, but I'm very, very happy to see you. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. Okay, see, it says Buffooncraft Season 5. There we go. That's better. And here we go. All right, so this is our unfinished business now. Right. Now I have to remember on what server I am currently. Here we go. All right, netherite armor. Here we go. All of my gear with my ender chest. Right. Okay. Juggling 3 servers now. Of course, there's Entwistle, my faithful steed. Yeah, and so I'm just trying to finish up this Iron Farm build. I don't want to leave half a build behind. So this is more than halfway done. I'm just decorating it now, but the decoration, the palette I've chosen for this is pretty hard to gather resources for which to gather resources. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right. I guess it's not time. Oh, it's raining. That's why. All the buffoons are doing the heavy thirst for iron right now. Remember the Season 5 server, everybody? So much iron. So much. And nobody's been AFKing this thing lately either. Everybody's been on the community server. Yeah. We're so spoiled on the Season 5 server because we're so past early game on this. The thirst for iron. We're still early game on the community server, so we haven't really ramped up for a 20-person server. There it is. Is this sufficiently night so we can do the sleeping? Please. Thank God. I see the nightfall and I'm panicking and everything, and I have to remember, no, we're good. We're good. This is Season 5 server. All right, so we were continuing here with the basalt and netherrack wall unit and sea lantern accents on the farm here. So we need to continue that. So let's see what we have for resources here. Season 5 server is so cool, though. It is so cool. Is that Shelbs with the raid? Shelbs, thank you so much for the raid. Fellow buffoon, the mighty, the one and only Shelbs. Let me see. This is smooth basalt. We have some lanterns. Oh, looks like we're out of wall units, though. I tabbed out. That scared me so much. Shelbs, thank you so much for the raid. Raiders, welcome in. How was the stream, Shelbs? I have just returned from dropping Kachi off from school, and then I had to log on quickly to the community server and upgrade all of my gear. So you guys know I usually carry ender pearls in my hotbar, and I was traipsing or gallivanting through the traipsing. Thunderhand doesn't traipse. I was gallivanting through the nether. And my insubordinate hand hit the launch ender pearl hotbar space, the key associated with that, and I ender pearled myself into a solid wall in the nether, and suffocated and died. And I went gallivanting back through the nether to go pick up my gear, and of course my gear had glitched up through the solid blocks onto the roof, which I couldn't access in time and despawn my stuff. So, you know, things like that happen. It's just... it's just difficult to get that stuff back because it's early game. So, yeah, that sucked more than a little bit. Let me see. We might have to go get... Well, we can go pull that from there, actually. When the time comes. Yeah, we can do that. All right, so we're just finishing up this end. So let's get topside there. Trying to recall what's the best way of doing that. Here we go. It was good. I was playing some... Oh, Vault Hunters. Yeah, that's your thing, right? It started to terraform a bit. Oh, no. Oh, get this. Really? This looks amazing. I haven't seen this in so long. And really, the automod got you for the word long. Apologies. That. It may have been because you followed it by that punctuation and that that kind of emoticon. What the heck? That's okay, Shelbs. I got you. That wasn't me, people. The buffoon's thirsting for the iron. We already did that. Okay. Let's get back over here. Let's just finish this up. The basalt in the netherrack is taking a while to gather those resources for that. So also not logging in for a while and spending a lot of time on the community server also has set this back. So one of my goals is to at least finish this up and get this looking decent. I don't want to leave a partial build behind like this. So all right, so I installed the lava fall over here on the side. Look at Lone's Bastion over there. It looks so cool. All right, so I installed the basalt here. And so right now I'm just putting in the basalt, and then I'll go back in and I'll speckle in the texture blocks afterwards. That's my plan anyway. And then I believe, not believe, I believe that I was doing this kind of a thing. with the netherrack and the lanterns. The lanterns. And I think I just had all 4 of these going. All 4 of these spaces and just using the 2... get back into my build mode for this here now. There we go with. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I guess we're going up there with it. Okay, sure. Maybe I can do this kind of a thing. Yeah, it's probably best just to go right up with the wall units and then just hop down. Thunderhand's severely cognitively impaired brain is trying to navigate between 3 servers right now. I'm going to lurk while I grab some food, enjoy the building. You certainly do so, and thank you so much for the raid. Greatly appreciated. Post-stream requires nourishment. I was looking at my food hut bar, and I'm like, where did I get all this fish? I remember now. All right, so we've got some basalt of the smooth variety to be placing here. Hawk. I think I was doing just like something like this. And just thusly so on the music front, I have made great strides with Ableton. That's the DAW that I'm using for the board. And I'm using that to compose and record the music. And some of you may recall I hired a consultant to help me out with that. And so far we've been making excellent progress with that. So the first piece of music I'm working on is the stream introduction music for Generations. I have a composition in place I've had for quite a bit of time now. I have a means of actually doing a professional recording with that. Right now, though, I'm stuck on. It has 3 parts. It has an A part, a mixolydian part, and it has a E minor part. And it has a B minor part. The E part's E Dorian. And so I'm working on... So I have bass lines for the E part and the B part, but not for the A part. The A part is turning out to be oddly difficult for me to come up with a satisfying bass part. I can come up with plenty of bass parts that are good enough, that they certainly work, but they're not very satisfying. And so... it's all about the satisfaction in the late Thunderhand years here. And so coming up with a bass line that merely works and is functioning is not good enough. It's not acceptable. We must have satisfaction. And so, yeah, I'm just working on that bass line right now, coming up with that part of it. That's really the holdup right now. Last night when I was AFK at the on the community server, I was just playing that track over and over and just playing my bass to it. and saying, nope, that baseline sucks. Let's try something else. No, that also sucks. Let's try something else. And I just did that for like hours. See how I accidentally just hit the Ender Pearl bar right there? That's how I died yesterday. Just like that. So not cool. All right, let's see if we have any more netherrack in here for the wall units. See, I have the slabs. I have a little bit there, but I don't think I have any more here. And I might be cooking some up over at Shelbs' smelter. My neighbor over there. So I might grab some of that. But let's ditch these dirt blocks here. We don't need these. Let's get rid of that. And the cobbled deep slate. Yeah, we don't need that. All right. Let's go for a little jaunt, shall we? Oh, Entwistle, come here, boy. He says, I can't. You have hitched me with a lead to the post. I must remain here. Okay, I'll come to you then. Let's go for a wee jaunt, shall we? My equine friend. Look at this guy go. He just flies like the wind. Best gift all season from the one and only Supernova Relic. This is such a beautiful server. The buffoons are all way, way interested in the community server right now, but the Season 5 server is spectacular. Just the builds on here are really great. I didn't do near as much building on this season as I did in Season 4, but still I've immensely enjoyed it. Season 4 kind of burned me out for mega builds. And if you've seen that build, which you can on the community server actually, you probably, there's probably some justice in that claim. Let's see, we're over here. Let's bring the rest of this basalt over with us. That's been cooking away. We're probably going to need some more of that. Let's fill up a shulker. That's skulky bits, not shulky bits. Shulker boxes are over here. Do I have any green dye? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. No. No. So I changed keyboards, right? And so usually my, what do they call that? You know, the little keyboards here. Compact keyboard? No. No. Brain's gone. The Wii keyboard here was usually on PC2, and the full-size keyboard was on PC1. I recently had to switch those, and so trying to get used to this keyboard again is been challenging and has been not good for my health in the game. Yeah, you can see my mind is just reeling right now. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to do that, and then I'm trying to do this. And then if I do this, cool feature, we have the emotes in the game, accessible in the game. It was very, very cool. I really miss that. That's a really cool feature. Okay, this is good. Let's go get some nether rack. I've only heard of them as being called a percentage, my kiddos. Yeah, like a 60% keyboard. And you know what? That was rattling around in my head, but I'm like, no, I've got to be wrong about that. I wasn't. But I'm so used to being wrong these days. It's like I just assume I am, even when I'm not. Good Lord. Is that mine or is that yours, Shelves? I don't know. Either or. I think we're fine for ancient debris here this season. I think we're doing good. This isn't going to make many wall units for us, but because first you have to fashion these into the bricks. See, that doesn't leave you with much. And then from here, now you can use the stone cutter. Oh, Entwistle. Come here, boy. There we go. Stretch your legs there for a little bit. You've been over at that iron farm, staked that post for ages. Yeah, I think this is the 60% keyboard. It's the Red Dragon. It's not a bad keyboard, but I found that the W key on this was glitching because of these. You know, just smashing that W key. It was getting a little glitchy when I was raiding the ancient city with Odin. And I was trying to flee from wardens, and I'm just smashing the heck out of that W key, and it's not responding. And I only had one death in that raid. And yeah, it was because of that. That's right. The road actually goes this way. And it is over there a little bit. And what I'm looking for is the side option that Lone Star made for us here, the little shortcut. Because on horseback, the cranium does not clear the structural ceiling of the tunnel there. And literally a headache. Okay, good. Here we are. Why, thank you, my four-legged friend. I really need a horse for the community server now. We need so much on the community server. We're so far behind on that server. And I think this might be finishing the second week or the third week. I forget. Arma, how you doing down there? Down under. Welcome in. Right, pleased to see you, sir. How are you doing today? Let me see. 11:30 at night. Is it what, 3 or 4 a.m. where you are right now? Second, come Sunday, yep. I'm good. Yourself? I am awesome. Thank you very much. Doing a little bit of the old Season 5 stuff here. Where did that stone cutter go? Is it down? Down behind here? Yeah, there it is. 6:30 a.m. Oh yeah, because Australia, you're over more. That's right. I'm used to converting time zones for Taiwan because my wife's family is from there. And we travel back and forth there at least once a year now. So that's a 15 to 16 hour time difference. But I forget you're over a little bit from there. So it's a little more for the Aussies. And we're done. Okay. So we should have enough wall units to do this one and maybe partially that one. But we'll have this lava fall that we can take care of. And then we'll just make do with whatever we have left over here for supplies while we're waiting for more netherrack to cook. I mean, you can go into the nether and you can bust down one of the fortresses, or, you can just cook the netherrack. The downside of cooking the netherrack is that it takes a little bit of time. I keep forgetting, that I can just climb up the scaffolding there. There we go. That's why there is scaffolding here. Thunder, I wouldn't put that there for a reason. Some of you know that Kachi has been producing his own OST music on his GarageBand on iPad, and he is just totally fascinated with the Ableton. And so I think I'm going to have to be setting up Kachi with Ableton pretty soon, which is going to be big dollars. But Kachi needs an upgrade to his whole system and his whole area over there, because he's just doing so much more now. And I've been focusing so much on my stuff, I've been neglecting his stuff, so I have to get over there and upgrade some of his stuff. Some of that I need the family to not be in the house while I'm doing that, because I have to build out some stuff. And so the idea is when we go to Taiwan in June and July, I can go separately from the rest of the family and only do a week over there, and then I can come back a little bit early. Or actually, I prefer to join them out there after. Have them leave first, and then I join them after, and then we come back together. That's the way I like it. But anyways, I'm trying to say while they're gone in Taiwan, I can remain here and I can work. So now I can get some Akachi stuff done over there. There's a little workspace. Taiwan is in winter, and we're in summer, and have daylight savings. Yeah, that's right. This is actually my favorite time to be in Taiwan because it's nice and cool, even though it's very, very wet there right now because of the monsoon. All their weather blows in across the ocean. It comes in from the east. And then the fall, it comes in from the mainland and hits them on the west side. Taiwan is probably one of my, not probably, it definitely is one of my favorite places to visit. We've got some very dear friends over there and stuff who are super, super cool people. It's just a very, very friendly place, especially for Americans. Food is super, super good there. And in fact, some of our friends will be coming over here to visit us in the early summer before we leave. So that's going to be cool. Usually they host us, they take care of us when we go over there, and so it's always fun to get to return the favor for them. Now, I have to be extremely careful for this next part here. Because we don't want to plunge into the lava. that would be bad. I suppose we've got to take all of this down, so we should just do this kind of a thing. You know, Arma, I have not been to Australia yet, though. I'm getting kind of old, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it over there before I kick. But Australia and New Zealand are two places I definitely want to visit. I think I'd get along fine with you guys over there. All right, we got to be very careful how we do this. Let's take out those blocks there. Those blocks there. Okay, well done, Thunder. Okay, see, because there's some danger right there. All right, now this next part can also be exceedingly treacherous if not handled with care. See, this is what I'm talking about. I always forget. Come on. You could do it, Thunder. You could do it. Actually, we should just, and do that. Good. Okay. Water very, very fast. Okay, done. Down to half a heart. Minecrafter Pro right here. Despite that recent scene, I have played this game before. It's just been such a long time since I've been working here. It's like, did I place 2 blocks under that or just the one? Or guess what? It's just the one. All right, let's go scoop up that lava. And you know what? Let's just do this. We'll do the old dirt pillar. Okay, do not. We've got one right there. Okay, we're good. See, you can't break this block. That's a bad thing. that's bad. This dirt we have too much of. We can just get rid of that. We can put torches there. We don't need the cobbled deep slate. We're good there. This we have plenty of. I'm making room for lava right now in the inventory. Basalt, we're good. Stone, we're good. Yeah, all of this is good. San, U, Leo. Is that a source block? Yeah, it is. And is this my silk touch? Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. And then we can redistribute this top size. That's the plan. Anyway, without the lava bath. We could do without the lava bath there, Thunder. And that should dissipate soon. And you know what? I know I got rid of those, but I'm trying to remember. I have to move these heads up anyway. So the ones that Shelb's so awesomely designed. It's fine, Jeannie. It's fine. You don't have to fret. It's all gonna be. It's all well and good. Taters, welcome in, and thank you so much for that follow. Why, you little. Done and done. Great. Hello, hello. Taters, thank you so much for joining. How are you doing? I was on the community server a little bit earlier this morning. I was on there quite a bit last night, actually, regaining all my gear, upgrading all my gear. AFKing at the Iron Farm to help out my fellow VIPs and buffoons. Because I did take quite a bit of iron to upgrade my stuff, so I did need to replenish the supplies for the server. Did you guys really clip that? Yeah, I AFK'd for a bit as well later in the afternoon. You have our thanks, Taters. Sage also does a lot of AFKing there, and Nebula was doing some AFK too. Yeah, I tried my best to put in my shift. Soon, though, hopefully, Greener Canuck will be able to log on this weekend, and he and I will finish up the raid farm. We have all of the supplies that we need for the raid farm now. It's all in place, and now it's just a matter of both of us getting in there, jumping on there, and whacking out the stacked raid farm. So we're going to build one of those enormous high output stacked raid farms, and we're just going to crank out the emeralds, the redstone. Totems of Undying would also be kind of useful, I think. I'm getting into it now, realizing I can work on some of my writing while AFK. Yeah, I work on my bass guitar playing while I'm AFK. I moved the iron over to the trading hall. If I recall, we have 3 stacks of iron blocks. Thank you. And so we've got a couple other things coming down to help us out with the early game trading hall too. Waylander Tone, I believe, is building a pumpkin farm too, so we can get emeralds that way as well. Okay, we're good here. Let's work on the lava fall. We need stone for that. I should still have a little bit right there. And we should be good. Now that I think of it, though, I am going to need to patch up this little piece of the head on here just for now. So I need 1 polished andesite and 1 stone. Yeah, I'm going to need to do that. Because the lava stream will not fall down there correctly if I do not. So it'll pour out the side, and that'll be bad. Polished andesite. Just, come on now, Thunder. 1 block. 1 block. Should be in here somewhere. I mean, we've been using this steadily throughout the build, so. Nebs, am I looking right at it? Like, have I... I usually rely on Nebs to help me out with this. I mean, I guess I could just craft it, but yeah, see, we've got plenty right here. And I really only need the one. Yeah, he has a pumpkin farm. I've been raiding that quite a bit. You know, I was over there the other day because his build is actually quite close to mine, to my base anyway. I've yet to build anything there. But I didn't see the entrance, though, to the pumpkin farm. So I jumped through the portal, and there's a huge, tall portal. And then I went gallivanting across the dirt bridge. And I know the location. I can see the earthen mound. And I know it's in there somewhere, but I haven't been inside of it yet. So, yeah, he hit it quite a bit. Okay. All right. I thought that maybe he was... he didn't want us over there because he was working on some part of it. And he just wanted to keep us out for a little bit, maybe, so maybe he could get some stuff done and then open it to us later or something. I'm not sure. Can I reach up there with this? Close enough. There, that'll do it. Done and done. Oh no, he put up a sign next to the entrance. There is also a dog right next to the... That might be new. I know he was in there this morning. When was I in there? I was in there yesterday evening. Evening here for me, Pacific Standard Time. But that's cool. All right, if I remember how I've done this. All right, that goes like that. Let's get out the old stone. Like this. And then I think I'm doing that kind of a thing. Then going over here like this. Thunder, come on. Come on, man. Come on. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8. Okay, that's better. And then we could do that, and then like this. Okay, and then that makes the lava fall. We're going to need to install the basalt here on the other side to help contain it. So that's not a biggie. That shouldn't be anyway. There we go. And you know what? Let's get rid of this dirt scaffolding here too while we're at it. I couldn't believe... I can't believe that I couldn't pearl out of that lava. It's like, come on, Thunder. Well, that's not going to work because I'm standing on it. Really. Hook. Good. I think it would behoove us just to... Yeah, this is just a little quicker. Okay, that's better. All right, so that gives us support over there. Now I just got to do the stone right up to there. And I think the best way... Oh, am I... Nope. Good. Still got pearls. Much better. All right, let's dig down and let's get to the stone parts of this. We should have some stone on the sides of this as well. I think I'm good there. Yeah, I am. All right. I mean, fire tick is off, but still. Want to keep an eye on lava, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we have different evenings. Yes, we do. But you know what? That's the cool thing about the community server. Is there's a lot more of us in different parts of the world, so somebody's always on. That's very enjoyable. We are going to be mobbed by mobs shortly if we don't do the sleeping bit. Right there. GD. I just don't sleep and get on when working. That'll be our secret. Also, whilst on the community server today, with the one and only, the spicy one himself, Flying Villager, I worked out one of the issues with my voice chat mic. So we have two microphones here. This is the Shure SM58. This is for the stream. And the small mic, there's a small shotgun mic right on the side here. This is the Mirac N2. And the Mirac N2... this cable is not sufficiently shielded for this kind of condenser microphone. So getting a lot of noise from that cable. And I just figured that out today. And so we can now address that situation. Now, it's not like this cable isn't shielded at all. This is a shielded audio cable, but since this is a high output professional condenser mic, it needs a lot more shielding than your normal cable does. Let me think. What am I looking at here? I need a little bit more stone, right? I mean, I could use andesite and stuff. It's just I have the blocks and I'm trying to get rid of them. So, you know, now that I have my shelving all worked out over here, I gotta upgrade the lighting too, because my light bar is right at that level and it's not in a good spot. Now, I think I can access that from the outside without having to climb up the scaffolding. I think I could do that over here. Well, yeah, kinda. I mean, Great. Actually, no, I don't want to trash this. So, well, I'm probably going to have to anyway, but at some point. But see, I have to, what I'm going to do is on the outside of this, I got to redirect the road a little bit further to the outside, and then I'm just going to make a hill here. From the outside, it's going to look natural. Then we'll put some sort of cool ceiling with all kinds of lush cave blocks in here. Och. There he is. Careful. Run, and careful. Great. Over here, over here, over here, over here. Let us do that. And then I think I'm good. Och, there's that one block right there that's going to have to come out. Because that's going to cause problems with the lava stream. That one. That has to come out. Yep. And I also want to take this opportunity to restock on the mighty ender pearls that I've been using oh so heavenly. I mean, look at all of this gear. It's just so awesome having an inventory full of gear like that. Community server VIPs, we'll get there. We'll get there. It is Buffooncraft. We will get there. You see, once Greener and I get that raid farm up and running, and we start making the deliveries of emerald blocks to the trading hall. Yeah. Yeah. Then I can get started on my base. So I've picked a theme for my... for my base. It's not going to be very, very huge. At least I don't plan on it being very huge. It will be on brand. And it will involve some math. That is definitely on brand for Thunderhand. Where do I usually hop on? Is it right here? There it is. Wow. Done. Yeah, it'll involve some math. If you want a little hint, a little preview, you can go onto Google and you can type in math and then dragon curve. You can go see that. In mathematics, it's a particular kind of fractal recursion, and it makes a really cool pattern. And I'm going to try to incorporate that into the base somehow. I think I know how I'm going to do it. But we're going to try that out. And then I'm going to do a lot of farms in that area. I'm going to do all the farms, people. All of them. Because building farms is one of my favorite things to do. Especially really wacky and goofy farms. You guys have seen the Ghast farm here on Season 5. If you haven't, you should check out the VOD where we implemented that and put that into place and stuff. It is hilarious. Okay, so this is good. It's doing its thing here. And how am I doing for time? It's a little bit past noon, which means I should convert over to standing mode. So let us get this down to level. Well, I was hoping to take out a little bit more of that dirt as I did so, but so Bobby Byrne says, you know about the best laid plans of mice and men. They off to go awry. Let us switch to standing mode. So one of the upgrades to Kachi's system is to give him a proper workbench over there in his area. And I'm thinking on doing the same thing that I did over here. I just have the adjustable height workbench. And then I have the adjustable height stool. And so the stool is set for the sitting height on the stool to be the same as standing height. And then I just adjust the table and then just sit down, stand up, sit. It's cool. Instead of the motorized electric tables that do the raising and the lowering of the table every time you want to stand or sit, that's too much time for me. Just get the tall adjustable stool, people, and jump off and on. It's quicker. I'm way too impatient to do the I mean, I guess it's kind of cool in a way, but it's like that takes too long for yours truly. You know, I have a similar displeasure in the electric seats and stuff in automobiles. Where you can, you know, adjust the back, the height, the forward, the back with the electric button, and you have to wait for the servo to slowly grind you forward, slowly grind you back, slowly raise the seat, lowers the seat. It's like, you know, I would just rather have just the good old mechanical controls. Just slam, bang, done. You know, you can keep the luxury of your electric controls. I would just rather have the very quick manual controls. That's luxury to me. We're gonna have to make another brick run here pretty soon. But what I think I'll do is whatever wall units I have left, I'll put those in place, and then I'll do these basalt units, because I have basalt for days. And that'll allow some more time for the netherrack to cook. We might have enough to finish this, and then we might have enough cooked to finish that. That would be nice if I could do that for the stream. But we'll at least have enough to finish the basalt over here. Then there's some things that I have, some features of which I have not yet decided what to do with the semi-elliptical area over here. I know I'm going to take the top of this off and open that up. So I'm going to do that. But as far as the block palette for this area, I don't know what I'm going to do. I doubt that I'm going to extend these kind of features over to there. I think I'm going to do more of the lush cave kind of stuff here. And the reason why I'm going with the lush cave stuff is that's the block palette for a lot of the tunnel system here. So I'm thinking of kind of merging in this block palette with that block palette and having some sort of transition kind of palette that'll help with that. That's one of the reasons why I went with the netherrack, because they use the netherrack for the road here. And so I figured I would continue that kind of look into the build and see if I could tie those two pallets in together. And then again, the lush cave I will do for the top of this. So, all right, so let's climb back up there. I have enough lanterns, I think. Wall units, though, only 15. And then I will put in the basalt. I should have enough smooth basalt. Yeah, I should be good for that. So much iron. So much iron. Careful. And then careful again. All right, let's do this. Well, I'm just going to have to remove this later, but it'll help me place the wall units, so whatever. And again, once more, I think I should just do that, and we're done. We're done with that. Let's get the lanterns. And that's good. And then we can place the basalt, and I can do the lanterns at least for that part too. If not the wall units, at least I could put the lanterns in, the lighting behind them. Right. Okay. And that's that. Trim a little bit of that off. And that's cool. All right, let's dig this out. Let's have a butcher over here. Right. Okay, that should be good. I'm going to leave the coal there. That'll be fine. Okay, cool. And really, we just need the wall units now here, and then we're good. And then we have this system all the way around. There's a couple of things, like I said, you know, I have to level this out. I have to dig that out. I have to raise the... what I want to do with the faces is I want to raise the faces more towards the midpoint here. just to set the symmetry a little bit better, and also so you can see them better past the features of the farm when you're over at the observation deck, the AFK area. Also, I need something to do with these corner features too. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with those yet. Yeah, these corner features, not certain. I was thinking of water streams through there because we do have water here. I was thinking of maybe ice because we do have ice. But water streams would probably be better. And if I did it right, I could backlight the water streams. Because, you can... Water streams are translucent. You can partially see through them. So having something interesting on the back side of them is going to be cool. And Shut Mountain. Shut Mountain says yellow. Yeah, because the scaffolding's already yellow. So if we had a more solid yellow, I mean, it could even be yellow terracotta because it has that brownish reddish tint to it, and it'll probably mix with the netherrack a little bit better. Could be the straight up yellow concrete too, but that might be a little bit too severe. But the yellow terracotta might look good there. I like the appearance of the scaffolding in the corner. No, I was being silly with my hello. Oh. Okay. I thought you... Shut. Come on, man. Context. I need context. So I'm just looking at the colors that are in the farm. We have the netherrack. We have the blue with the water. We have the orange with the lava. We have the crimson wood here for the crimson stem palette. So we've got a little bit of that. So I'm thinking maybe a combination of a water stream lit from behind. Maybe with a crimson stem kind of decoration in the front. Maybe. We could do that. Am I looking to brighten it up a little bit? Not really, because the lava is already going to be very, very bright. And we also have the indirect lighting, the backlighting behind the wall units. So it's plenty of bright enough. And I know color-wise, you're probably suggesting brighten it up color-wise. Not really, because like I said, in this scooped out area with the elliptical, the semi-ellipse here, that's probably going to very likely be lush cave, a lush cave palette. And so we'll have the glowberry vines and things like that. And the ceiling of this will be like a natural cave-like ceiling. Uh-oh, it's Grandfather Moon. And that'll have lush cave stuff for the ceiling too. So I think we'll be okay there. All right, let's do the sleeping thing. And we'll restart the playlist while we're at it. There we go. There it is. All right, so the basalt features are pretty much finished. And now we just have to put in the wall units, and those are cooking. So let's get up to the observation deck, because that's the view that I'm concerned with here. I love the way that this staircase came out. The block palette is so simple for this, but I like the sconces that are hidden behind these. and the ones that are not so hidden. It's very cool. All right, so this is the view that so this is the AFK spot right here. I still say you did an amazing job on designing this. Thank you, sir. And thank you so much for letting me upgrade the farm. That was super, super cool of you. There's still a couple of things I don't quite understand about this, like the location of the spawn pads. I've seen farms where the spawn pads are all linked together in the middle. But from what I read, that would mean that like one group spawning an iron golem, the other group would see their iron golem and not spawn another one. And so it would cut down on the spawns, but somehow it doesn't. Like that's Nembon's design, right? Has all the spawn pads linked in the middle. And I don't understand. There's something about that I'm missing on that. Because the farm would be even smaller. You would take these spawn pads, you put them all in the middle. And then all of their golems just spawn on that 4 spawn pad, that 10 by 10 spawn pad. And then they just drop down into the middle and you have one collection spot. Somehow that works, and I'm not entirely sure. The iron farm, iron golem spawning in the farm and the villagers and all that, the description in the wiki seems to suggest that this is like the closest I can put those spawn pads. But clearly it's not. Maybe it's because the villagers themselves are too far away from each other to gossip. Maybe, but they don't. Yeah, maybe the groups gossiping with the other groups. But as far as I know, they only need to gossip amongst themselves in their own group. So... But like I said, I'm not 100% sure how that works. That's really the only loose end I need to tie up with Iron Farm design. I just have that one lingering thing. And again, I could just copy Nembon's design there. Like this, there's a lot of farms that are built like this. But I just want to puzzle it out in my own head, because when it comes time later on to make, custom-built farms, then we can make them a lot more compact. So, although I think the next iron farm coming up in Buffooncraft is going to be a combination of the trading hall with the trident chucking drown and an iron farm, because somehow Supernova Relic got that idea in his head, and I don't know what he's thinking there, but I cannot wait to see that. So I think that's the next iron farm that's going to be in the next Buffooncraft server. That's going to be super cool. So what can I do in the meantime here? Because I'm waiting for wall units to cook, and I don't think we have enough. Let's go over and let's check on them. Anyway. And then I'm thinking we could start the demolition on this top part here and open that up. But what I need to do is, so I made an extensive diagram in Affinity Designer that shows the golem spawning areas, the villagers golem detecting areas, and stuff like that, so you can see where things extend and overlap and stuff like that. And so what I need is another set of eyes, experienced eyes, to look at that and then read the wiki with me and see what it is that I'm missing on that. So that's just a matter of just sitting down and then trying it out like in a creative test world and seeing what part of that I'm not getting. It's probably just wording in there, in the wiki, that I just don't get their wording. So it could be something like that, and somebody else who, can see the implied stuff that's not being stated directly could probably... Nebs is usually really good at that. Yeah, see, only 20 bricks. It's so slow. It's oh so slow, people. Even though these buckets aren't finished, I wonder if I can put 2 more buckets in there. And it extends this without just like overwriting them, But yeah, we're going to need a heck of a lot more than these. I mean, I could load up the rest of these, because I'm kind of done with basalt for a little while. I think I'm good with basalt. So we can load the rest of these up. We could just take the rest of this netherrack and distribute it amongst these, and then just load all these up and speed this up a little bit. It still won't be ready by the end of the stream. We could spend the rest of the stream doing demolition. So they can gossip amongst themselves about their own golem, but can't tell others that the golem is there. I don't think they recognize golems that don't spawn from their own village. Shut. That would make a lot of sense, actually. So if they see a golem that they've spawned, then they won't spawn another one. But if they see a golem spawned by another village, then they'll disregard that. If that's the case, then that is a massive game changer. I mean, that farm is going to easily shrink right down to half its size. But most of the farms say, most of the farm construction content creators say that you don't want to build the iron farm near, like, within 100 blocks of a village or 40 blocks of a village, because those village, it's affected by those villagers, unless that's an outdated game feature that's been updated since then. But most of the farm designs say stay away from villages. And so that's what makes me think the groups can see each other's golems. But I mean, that would explain why you can have that, why you can put them much closer together, right? So but just have a look at the wiki and read the wiki over if you have some spare time to do that. And see if you can get anything out of it that I'm missing. Because sometimes I focus on something and I get distracted. And even though I'm reading it, I'm distracted by something else, and I'm not quite getting what they're talking about. That's happened. I think I understand it, and I really don't. So that has happened before, especially in these later years of my life. Yeah, we were going to distribute those, right? So let's do that. Oh, you know what? The hoppers here are probably still loaded up with basalt, right? Yeah, see? Yeah, I'm going to run out of room. That would be why the farm I built is so compact and you can get double spawns, yeah. This spawn you can this farm you can get multiple spawns. You'll see you'll get 1 here, you'll get 2 there, you'll get 1, 1, 1, 2, bang, 4, just like that. But if you could just repeatedly get 4 like that, I think Nova's Season 4 Iron Farm did that. It was just crazy. And Nova, correct me if I'm wrong, but that could be the Nembomb design that you base that on. Uh-oh. I hear pillagers outside. That's not good. I think we have a little combat that needs to be done here. Gotta go be a bouncer for the pub. Look at this. Let's lead them away from... I love it when they shoot each other. Yeah, that's right. Kill your friends for me. Thank you. You know, if you guys could shoot your own leader, that would be really cool. Yeah, you just like that. Just shoot your own dude. You can shoot your own dude now, you know. You just... Yeah, that's right. Couple more hits will do him in. Nice. Okay. And we're good. Grandfather Moon, I think you had something to do with that. I think Nova had a single spawn platform and the villagers were too far apart to gossip. Maybe. But that thing cranked. Well, you can check it out, right? I don't know if it functions or not, but it's on the community server, right? I did know at one point he shut it down, probably because he didn't need it. The one in Generations is so productive because it's built, it has a chunk loader on it. So it was a situation like the one that you had built in Buffoon Skies, where that was in the chunk, in the spawn chunks. So that thing just ran night and day, and it was just... That was so productive you had to shut it down. So, yeah, the one I have on Generations is the same kind of deal. I also had to shut that one down because it just overflowed with iron. I also think he blocked it in so it isn't findable. Yeah, I think he wanted to tuck it away so it wasn't an eyesore, right? Okay, I think we're done cleaning things up here. Right. Almost. Let's do this. Okay, that's better. I like it. So, from here, okay, that's good. And we have 3 chests, so let's do 1. Let's do 2. Yeah, let's do 3. Okay. Great. Done and done. Okay, so we've got that cooking. Plenty of basalt there for our friends. If you want to produce the nether bricks faster, you're welcome to use my smelter. And yeah, that's right. You've got a smelter there too, right? Yeah, I should bring over another shulker of netherrack, and that way I can smelt them on multiple sites. Come on, up and over. There you go, laddie. So I think one of the things I can do is I can, while I'm waiting, I can demolish this. And then I can go and maybe I'll bring a shulker over there shut and get that set up. Okay, so what I'm talking about is blowing the roof off this thing. This part right here. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe scaffolding up here and just knocking out at least these holes up here to the surface so I can outline the shape of it, and then I'll just blast that part out. So you just need the fuel. I can hop in and assist if you would like. If you're not doing anything right now, Shut, and you have, I just don't have any netherrack right now. The only reason why I was putting it off is I don't feel like going to the nether and mining a whole bunch of netherrack. But if you already have some there and you don't mind, yes, by all means. We'd greatly appreciate it. Let's get some scaffolding. I'll scaffold up to here. And then I'll start knocking in like that. Okay, let's do that. Ah, look at all of these supplies. It's just so nice. Same thing when I'm on Generations. Generations, I'm so spoiled there. Although, this past Wednesday when I was on there building the honey farm, I was telling Kachi, we spent half, I wouldn't say half, a little bit less than half the stream just trying to get string. I have no, my mob farm excludes spider spawns. So there's no string at the mob farm. And I don't have a spider spawner or anything set up. So I had to go to an old abandoned mine shaft that I hadn't been in since like 2020. And pull down the cobwebs from the abandoned mine shaft to get the string. And so I'm thinking to myself, really? No string farm at all on Generations? Really? So that's something for which we're going to have to do something about that. Definitely. that cannot be. That cannot stand. All right, let's maybe right about here. Thunder, you need Fletchers. Yeah, that would be another thing. Like I said, I wanted to break up the trading hall. And, I will keep the trades that are in the trading hall, the farmers, clerics, and the librarians. I'll keep them there in the Chamber of Commerce. But the other trades, I want to locate them at their farms. So maybe if I do make a spider spawner farm, maybe I'll put the Fletchers there at that farm. Because, it kind of... Well, no, that kind of defeats that purpose, doesn't it? The Fletchers buy the sticks, but that stick trade isn't good. Because you need like 22 sticks. You could convert them and bring the trade down, but... I'll have to look into that and see what the best way to set that up is. Because I do want a trade hall for each trade. I do want that. So it would be like for example, it makes sense to set up the fish traders, the fishermen at the Guardian farm, because you have the tons of cod there, right? You could sell them all the cod and you could get the emeralds, right? So we need to do some sleeping and we need to get some do it. So my original plan for the Chamber of Commerce, the trading hall, was to go 14 levels high with it and just have every single type of trade all in one place like that. But I have since changed my mind. Number one, lag, right? But also, I kind of like the idea of spreading out in that little archipelago around the island and having each trade hall near its associated farm. And so I think it's just cool. Still have them close, but I think it's cool to just bop around the server like that and have the different little builds and the different trade halls and just kind of decentralize it a little bit. Kind of keep it right around that main Mushroom Island Central, but just outside the spawn chunks, but close enough where you can just fly around to get everything you need. So I kind of like that idea better. All right, I need a little bit of dirt, right? Let's do that. Of course, Shut Mountain has logged onto the server to help out. Greatly appreciate it. So this is what I'm saying here, right? I can do this kind of thing, right? And then I can just dig up from here like this. But I have to, you know what? I have to be careful with this. I have to do this just right, because I have to maintain the shape here. And the dirt is going to confuse me with that, so I do need some stone. Yeah, I got it. Good. So see, that should be stone. So I do also have to put in some stone like this. And it's the deep slated areas that need to be removed. See, if it's like this, that has to stay. So maybe we should go around and do this kind of a thing first. Of course, in some places, some spots, we won't need to do that. Over there, we will. But here, we should be okay. All right, so that'll have to be removed all the way across the top there. And then this will all open up into that vaulted ceiling with the rest of it. In some kind of way that I have not yet planned. Genie! The stream is borking a little. Looks okay on my end so far. Anyone else see the stream glitching? Refresh the page. Yeah, maybe. Stream's almost done anyway. We have about 13 more minutes. Yeah, Nebs and I had to click to reload the button, then refreshed, and it buffered a few times, and it settled down. Okay. That happens to me a lot when I'm using the iPad to watch the stream. Not often when I'm using the phone though. But when I'm using the iPad, what happens to me is the chat just stops, and things I type are not posted. And then I have to back out of the stream and then rejoin the stream. And then often, even after doing that, often it doesn't help. So, Twitch, mobile. You need to do some work there, Twitch, on the mobile. Okay, this might help. Alright, so now I know where to dig and where not to dig. Like, say, this needs to stay the same there. All right, yeah, we got quite a bit of clearing to do up there while we're waiting for netherrack to smelt. But this is good. I have a sense of accomplishment. We have finished a main feature of the farm, so that's nice. All right, I may have to pillar up for part of this. Maybe this? I think so. And I can get down here and clear this out. Good. What is happening here? Got a rack smelting for you, and we'll bring the blocks back over shortly. Now, see, this is one thing I miss about the Season 5 server that I did mention before. I love the emotes. Okay. We're caught up in the chat. All right, I can do that. And let me do this. Yeah, see the emotes. Nice. I've missed them so much. I need a little bit of lighting here. There we go. I have heard talk that they're going to be added to the community. Yes, sure. Frankly, I'd be surprised if they weren't. I'm sure Nova's just going to get around to that sooner or later. So VIPs, your emotes, have them ready. Likely Nova's going to be asking for those soon. Okay, let's do some sleeping. And there's the mighty Lone Star. Sliding into the very end of the stream, or at least making himself seen. Welcome on in, sir. How you be doing this fine day? Okay, there we are. We should be good from above now. You know, I could go in. And maybe this would help distinguish where the edge of this feature is a little bit better. I'm probably going to switch this stuff out, but you know, the natural stone here is a lush cave block, so it's not totally inappropriate to have this in here. I might wind up using quite a bit. Let us extend this upward. Do I have any more scaffolding? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Let's get rid of this. Let's bring the stuff all the way up. All right, so you guys can see from above here where this is going to be trimmed out. So anything in this area, including a said beacon, is going to have to be with these trees and all. So these ones will be fine for now, but these ones are going to have to come out. This gigantic shroom is going to have to come out. This shouldn't be too bad to do here. This should be all right. But we only have 4 minutes, so we can get started on some of this. Season 5 buffoons. Anybody needs some dark oak? Of course, the answer is no, especially after doing the Halloween build. We've got chests and chests and chests of dark oak up at the Halloween build, up at the mansion. Well, that didn't work out. I mean, it sort of did, but sort of didn't. That one's going to have to come out too. Okay, that's cool. I like it. I hear you knocking. What's up, dude? Uh-oh.
I got your blocks here.
Wow, already? That was fast. Jeez, shut.
I mean, 40 smelters.
40 smelters. Yeah, you're right. Much appreciated, sir. The server is about to restart.
All right, see you later.
Yeah, server's about to restart and stream is ending. Would you stop with the knocking? Stop it. Well, it's better than the creeper horn that you have on the community server, so. All right. With that being said, I'm going to log out, I thinketh. I want a part up here where I can post for the thumbnail, but I think I'm going to be out of time for that. So I'll have to do that post-stream. I'll be switching that up soon. Oh, no. Now I have concerns. That's not too shabby, right? For a thumbnail. That's going to be pretty good. Okay, so let's get caught up in chat here. I'm good. I just got out of a nice hot shower after the gym. How about you? Doing fine, sir. Doing fine. Not too shabby. I hope the roots don't get in the way too much. There will be some root kind of features up above and everything, but we'll see about that. Okay, so let's log off because we're going to die soon. I guess I've been logged off anyway. Impeccable timing. Let's switch over to the camp scene. There we are. Get out of here like that. And done. Okay, let's see if there's anybody to whom we can raid out. Hey, here we go. So, Lux is streaming Buffooncraft community server. Let's go raid, shall we? Lux J Gaming. There is the raid message if you would like to join us. Let's set up the raid itself. Gaming. There's the Thunder Raid. Boom, shakalaka. Thank you for the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Family-friendly viewers, Lux has some mature content on his stream, so just giving you guys the heads up on there. But I do encourage everybody to enjoy us, to join us on the raid, as I always do. Even if you don't have time to stay for the entire stream, if you could just drop by, say hi, and if you feel so inclined, a follow, bits, sub, super cool. Let us see. We do this. Let me just remind everybody that we do this stream for Buffooncraft every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Next Friday will be on the Buffooncraft community server. But before that, our next stream will be Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Kachi time. The stream after that will be on Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Generations. We'll be in the creative test world working on this Baby Zombie Rush not so mini game. And as I already said, Friday, the following Friday, will be Buffooncraft 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll be on the community server for that one. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this morning. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you happen to be. And we are raiding out to the mighty Lux J Gaming now. Bye for now, everyone.